Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and being the last video of 2019, I thought I would go ahead and take a look back at the year before we ring in 2020. So let's talk a bit about what's happened. We're still under the presidency of it, not Pennywise the Clown. It, that thing. You know, you're not worthy of being president if you think it's okay to imprison and separate families of brown people just because they're seeking a better damn life. It's not okay to withhold aid because you want information on your opponent. It's not okay to fill your damn administration with the rich and members of these corporations. It's not okay to open up, parks to be mined and used for extraction of fossil fuels just for a few extra damn bucks. It's not okay to cut regulations. It's not okay to go, there's good people on both sides after a damn racist murder in Charlottesville. But anyway, we're still under the presidency of it. So that's 2019. Let's see, what else has happened? The climate has gotten worse. We've broke heat records across Europe. There was severe droughts caused in places in India and a number of other places. We're breaking heat records during the winter months. But don't worry, it's natural. The same science that says, yes, you can burn this for fuel is the same science that says burning it for fuel causes carbon dioxide and other gases to be released, which causes climate change. But you all don't want to listen to facts. You just want to pick what you think will help you. Anyway, so climate change has gotten worse. Which, honestly, if there's anything we need to worry about, it's climate change. It should be on the top of our damn list. Your jobs and shit won't mean a damn thing when your kids and grandkids are dead because I gotta make money. That don't mean shit when they die down the line because you were too damn stupid and like, I gotta make my money. I mean, for Christ's sakes, I forget the name of the city in Italy, but it was underwater because of the rising sea levels for a while. It had severe flooding that was caused by climate change. It hadn't happened in, what was it, around 50 years? It's flooded before, but it had been quite a while. Yeah, there's still idiots who are like, climate change ain't real. Science people, use your damn brain. Honestly, it's ridiculous. But what else? We're in the middle of the Democratic primary season to see who will challenge it in for the White House. Hopefully Bernie wins. Biden can't beat that thing. He's too gaffe prone. And it'll tear him apart because that's all it does is know how to pick on people and use it for money. Well, other things to its advantage. And Joe Biden makes gaffes left and right. He's a corporate tool. Joe Biden has no chance. If you put him up against it, prepare for another 4 years. Buttigieg, he's just another corporate tool. He'll fall flat. Warren, while I do think she has some good plans, some good ideas, she's too wishy-washy. And just, yeah, gets thrown in her place. Bernie is the only one I see of the top 4 leading candidates that honestly has a chance. The rest of the pack, they aren't going to get close. It's between Bernie, Warren, Biden, and Buttigieg. Buttigieg is a corporate tool, a millionaire and billionaire butt kisser. Biden is the same and a gaffe machine. Warren is too trying to satisfy people. She has some intelligent ideas, but it's like she tries to satisfy too many in the corporate world while also, putting forward ideas, but still trying to push some progressive thoughts. And it's like, you need to pick a path because at this point, we can't keep going with millionaires and billionaires. It's honestly Bernie. Bernie is the only real option. None of the others are going to even come close. They're not going to have the abilities, the vote count or anything. Bernie is the only option. So there's also that. What else is in 2019? There's still severe issues where groups are being attacked and treated wrongly. You got the protest in Hong Kong because of China and China's attempt to crack down on it, but it's being seen nationwide. Well, not just nationwide, worldwide. The world knows about it. And honestly, Hong Kong needs to be given its own independence. Not British, not Chinese. It needs to be an independent city. Because honestly, it has it's not willing to bow down to the same regimes, the same regime that other cities in China have. So yeah, the Hong Kong protests are still going on. We have also in China the treatment of the Uyghurs, where they're just disappearing Uyghurs off the streets into these camps, these re-education camps. And for those of you who don't know who the Uyghurs are, they're a Muslim minority in China. And basically, the Chinese are just saying, we're going to lock you up and keep you away, re-educate you. And that's what's happening to the Uyghurs. The same thing, well, not exactly the same, but not Uyghurs, but the Muslims are getting a raw deal in India. I think it's his name, Narendra Modi. I may be butchering that, but he's basically giving some minorities saying, "Hey, you can have Indian citizenship," but the one he left off was the Muslims. And let's not forget the whole issue with Kashmir still going on, where India is trying to have a crackdown on the Kashmir region that's in between Pakistan and India. And for those of you who don't know, both Pakistan and India are nuclear powers, and they do not like each other. They're only separated by the Kashmir region that was semi-autonomous. And now India's trying to crack down on it and say, nope. And so it's taken away a lot of rights that the Kashmiri people had. So that's been happening. What else do we want to talk about? Not to mention, you still have a Muslim crisis that hasn't been talked about in a while in Myanmar, the former country known as Burma, with the Rohingya Muslims being displaced. That thing in the White House took us out of the Iran deal. I think that was this year. Might have been last year. It all has been blurring together. Because I do not, I hate that thing. It is not my president. It does not represent me. And that people think it's the damn greatest president ever are fucking morons. You know, I hate to be so vitriolic in my language, but honestly, you're a damn moron if you back that. But, you know, because he's like, I don't like the black man who was before me, which don't get me wrong, Obama wasn't great either. But at least it was a deal that the Iranians followed and said, okay, we won't. We just want to make it for use nuclear capabilities for power. And that's what it was set up as. But because that thing in the White House has got such a damn ego, he screwed us over. And now Iran could be making nuclear weapons because he couldn't stand a black man doing something that outshined him. This moron in the White House has got such a little ego. Not little, it's a damn big ego. Gigantic ego, enormous. He whines like a little bitch all the goddamn time. I swear. But yeah. So that's made the world less safe. What else can we talk about that's happened this year? I'm trying to think of any other major events besides the media's want to talk about impeachment, Mueller probe, which, yeah, they've been going on, but impeachment should have been on far more issues because, believe me, the man's got so many damn issues that he could have been impeached for that are far worse and are far can be proven easily. But they want to get him on a upholding withholding aid. Yes, it's bad. He shouldn't have done it, but is he going to get impeached for it? No. It's going to go. The House has already said, well, he's getting impeached for it, but he's not going to be pulled out of office. Let's word it properly. He's already been impeached. It's just whether the Senate's going to do their job and properly try him, or as McConnell says, I'm going to just hang with President Trump and make our plans. Your job as Senate is to try the man properly. It's not, hey, I'm going to be hanging with the accused so we can make up a defense. Your job is not to be a lawyer. Your job is to be a judge. That's like the judge in the Manson case going, okay, Charles, they're going to charge you with this murder stuff, so I think you should do this. That's exactly what it's like. But again, he's not going to be removed from office for this. Never. Because our country has become so partisan, so left and so right, that it's more about the parties than it is about the country. Those who cry, I'm patriotic, be careful. They may be, they if they put party first, watch out for that. True patriotism is being willing to speak on what's wrong, to protest about what's wrong, because you love this country and you want it to do better. And recognizing the flaws in this country and wanting to live here because you want it to do better. That is patriotism, not blindly following. I believe my master. That's not patriotism. Worship that flag. No. It's about actually speaking out on the flaws, protesting the flaws, and wanting this country to be better. That's why I back Kaepernick. There's too many of these idiots who are like, he didn't support the flag. It's because he was speaking out on an issue and protesting it. But you morons, you jackasses, you. Oh. What he was showing is patriotism because he's protesting this issue and saying we need to fix it so we can make this country better. Their actions are more or less like, you're not nice to the corporations even though they run this country. That's not patriotic. That's what they might as well be doing. But I want the country to do better. We shouldn't have billionaires when there's homeless people. We shouldn't have billionaires when people can't afford their health care. I want this country to do better. That because I love it. That's patriotism. Not ugh. Patriotism is wanting your country to be better. It's not just blindly kissing ass. But anyway, anything else to really talk about? Do, 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 do. Not really. So let's kind of look back on the year 2019. Wednesday, it'll be 2020. That's hard to believe. I've been alive for that long. I honestly have for a long time. I don't expect to live past 50, 55, something like that. So yeah, to have hit 40 here in a few months. Anyways, if you don't like me being angry, if you don't like me getting active about this, too bad. Because this comes out of the fact that I give a damn. You know, I've argued with my mother about this. And she's like, you need to be more calm, you need to be more collective. That's fine. But sometimes you need to show passion. Because if you don't show passion, if you don't show you care, then what does it matter? What does it matter at that point? The world may as well just die, and everyone on it, if you don't show that you have passion, you care. So that's why I get worked up on some of these things. That's why I get so animated. You know, if you don't show you give a damn, then what's the point? Mm, honestly, what's the point? Some people say, well, it matters because you'll go to heaven or to hell. I've seen no proof of a God. I've yet, in my 40 years, I've looked, I've tried to read, I've tried to pay attention. I've seen no proof. So I see no proof that there's a heaven or hell. So why should I believe I'm going here or there? You know, all I know is what exists now, what is in front of me. That's what matters. Anyway, as always, please, please, please educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. There seems to be a idealism that you just push crap today and automatically assume it's real, even though science and facts disprove it. If it shows what you want it to say, then that's all that matters, and it's not. That's why science and facts are so important. It's not about what you want to believe or what you think should be true. It's about what is. And that's, science and facts are objective. You don't like it, get over it. I'll see you all in the next video. But until then, later.